Hey, it's Regan here. So when I was at university, I had a radio show, which is one of the only things I actually really enjoyed doing there. And these are some of my show plans. I had regular segments on the show each week, and something happened last week, which made me think would be the perfect time to bring back Regan's Rant. So last year, a woman's post circulated online, and it was basically her being really mad at what she described as immature, childless millennials ruining DisneyWorld for her and her son. She believes that people without children should be banned from Disney parks and mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the lines. And she was very mad that she couldn't get a pretzel as fast as she wanted to. To be honest, I thought this was kind of over because it was dealt with last year when everyone rightly said that, this is really stupid. And actually more than anything, I think her rant comes from a place that I actually recognise. You've been in a Disney park all day, you are hot, tired, sweaty. What can I say? It happens. Anyway, just last week, her Facebook post did the rounds again, and the reason for my rant today is because of an article that the New York Post wrote regarding this woman's Facebook post. This article is clearly meant to be button pushing and clickbaity, and you know what, it worked because I'm here talking about it. The title of this journalistic masterpiece is "Sorry, Childless Millennials Going to Disney World is Weird." And if you couldn't tell from the title, clearly this writer agrees with the angry Disney mom. Already with the title, we're off to a bad start. The term is actually child-free, because childless implies that something is missing. The writer believes that millennials are indeed in an unhealthy relationship with Disney, having granted control of so much of their leisure time and personality to a single enormous corporate entity meant for children. Okay, so first off, plenty of people have a thing that they are particularly passionate about and that they spend a lot of their leisure time doing things associated with. Take football as an example. I'm so over this whole concept of Disney parks and animated Disney films being for children. I mean, if you want to talk about films that are meant for children, Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups, that's meant for children. Disney animated films are something that, as you might say, the whole family can enjoy. Why would you deprive yourself of a good movie with a good storyline and great songs just because it's animated and it's Disney and for some reason that equals children only? And to bring it back to the parks for a second, Walt Disney himself said in his 1955 Disneyland opening day speech, "To all who come to this happy place, welcome. To all. Here, age relives fond memories of the past, and youth may savour the challenge and promise of the future." Does any of that suggest to you that Walt Disney is saying young people can't come to his theme park? No. The writer also has a problem with people who grew up watching the original Lion King and Aladdin going to see the remakes of those films, because apparently that is comparable to wanting to return to the safety and comfort of the womb. Side note, yes, I do have a problem with the Disney remakes. I actually have a number of problems, but that's a whole other rant. There's this point about millennials being constant 12-year-olds with a lifelong immaturity, and basically we are irresponsible and can't do anything. Now, I can't speak for anybody else, but the way I am is just how I've grown up. It's just my personality and how I see the world and how I choose to respond to it. Back in yesteryear, certain things were a lot harder and people were forced to, for lack of a better word, grow up, be serious, and all these kind of things because of stuff like war and life expectancy being shorter. Lovely topics, I realise. And don't you think it's nice that people now are able to have more fun and freedom? And that you don't have to become a mini parent at 12 years old to your little brother like my Maltese grandmother had to do. And you know what? Getting jobs in this environment is hard. Does anybody remember the financial crisis and how it affected millennials? The next point is, an often ignored problem with letting a kid's brand control your adult life is the stupidity and cultural ignorance it leads to. You're skipping great films such as Booksmart and The Farewell to relive second grade. Why do you assume that people that like Disney are automatically culturally ignorant to other things? Why are we only allowed to like one thing or do one thing? Incidentally, Booksmart is on my list of films to watch because I listened to the excellent podcast featuring Mark Kermode and Simon Mayo, Wittertainment. Hello to Jason Isaacs. He says that we don't make enough effort to travel to different countries and meet people that are different from ourselves. And again, I am only speaking for myself here, but I am fortunate enough to have been able to travel to a lot of different countries around the world. I also did the Disney College program and I worked with people from different countries. And even if you haven't done either of those things, you meet and interact with people in Walt Disney World from other countries. Because unsurprisingly, people from other countries do like coming to Walt Disney World. There's some non-point here which says, a 2018 Morning Consult survey showed that 75% of non-parent millennials were interested in going to a theme park that year. The writer of this article equates that with millennials not wanting to visit other countries. I don't know how to break it to you, but it is possible to want to go to Disney World and also go to Spain. There's a part here where he's saying that Disney is gearing more towards millennials with nostalgic attractions and added cocktail bars. I don't really know what he's trying to say regarding the nostalgic attractions comment. Quite a lot of Disney is nostalgic, and Magic Kingdom opened in 1971, which is before any millennial was born. The last main point of this article is, why do the same old, safe, boring thing when you could buy a round-trip Norwegian Airlines flight from New York to Paris right now for $280, get an Airbnb and sit along the Seine drinking rosé? Oh, who am I kidding? You'll skip the Louvre and go straight to Disneyland Paris. I don't know, maybe you've got a boyfriend. You might say, well, he's the same old, safe, boring boyfriend that I've had for however many years. I'd better break up with him and go out with someone else. Also, Disney is not boring. If you've been to Disney and you think that it's boring, well, you just have no joy in your life. Okay, so my main takeaway with this article from the New York Post is, why do people constantly want to stop others doing things that they enjoy? For what reason? I don't know if you've noticed, but the world is in a pretty bad place right now. We have low-key Star Wars villains running our countries. There are horrible things happening to people out there, and there are far worse things in the world to worry about than a child-free millennial wanting to go to Disney World. Personally, I suffer with anxiety and a lot of stress about things, and I am quite unhappy with a lot of things in my life, despite what my smiley exterior may suggest. And I love Disney parks. It's one of the things that makes me the most happy and gives me real joy. And to the writer of this article, I say, just let people enjoy things! And to everyone else who's watching, if you have a couple of days in Paris and you want to spend one of them in Disneyland, do it. Go right ahead. Enjoy yourself. Just be sure to check out the Louvre first. I hope you enjoyed my Disney rant. Leave a comment below if you want to get involved, and especially if I've missed any key points, because I'm pretty sure I will have. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Just a one-time thing, just a one